Okay, y'all, I'm back. Diamond discussions, y'all. I ain't doing the intro because we just catching up. All right, it's part two. Two, when God breaks us from idols we refuse to let go of. This is part two to that because I ran out of time on the other one. Now I told y'all we gotta delete the songs. We gotta delete the text messages. We cannot be looking up them phone numbers. Once we delete the phone number, you can't be going back looking them up on your T-Mobile Spectrum, whatever bill you got. And I'm only telling you from experience. No, we are not doing that. And I know you remember the number. Y'all, we gotta start remembering these numbers, okay? Anyways, so we already talked about that, okay? We are healing. That's what we're working on. And it's gonna hurt. It's going to hurt like heck. But listen, this too shall pass. Now, if you out here working a job, raising kids, and all this other stuff, you got this. God got you. And in order for us to heal, we have to again be accountable. We have to go to God and be honest and say, God, forgive me for praying over those red flags that I was trying to ignore. God, forgive me for trusting him or her more than I was trusting you. God, I continue to choose them over my peace time and time again. And I heard you. And I heard him clearly. In spite of my circumstance, I just want to. God, I blatantly ignored you because I wanted that man or that woman. And this is how we show spiritual growth and maturity. Now, like I said before about that surgery, you want the healing, you don't want the pain. But you cannot get the healing without going through the pain because that's how you learn the lesson. Like if you go riding down the street and you buckle or you go riding down the street, any kind of accident you have that you learn from and you hurt yourself, okay, touching the stove. Yep, thank you, Holy Spirit. If you go in there and touch the stove and the stove is hot, you know not to touch that dang on stove again. But if you do not learn that the stove is hot, you won't keep touching the hot stove, meaning you won't keep attracting those same individuals because you are not healed yet. I'm telling you, God, it hurts because he's not just trying to change your heart. He wants to heal you. He wants to change the things that you're attracted to and the things that attract to you. And a lot of us women was not loved as children, so we don't know what a good love looks like. And example, I love my daddy 1000%. Love his whole heart, you know? But there was a time like I felt like my dad took care of me financially and my sister got more attention. So she got attention and so she got time, I got money. So growing up, like I craved time. Like when somebody spends time with me, like I taught myself how to get money, but I love to spend time. But now I have to balance that out because I need time and money. Not mean, you know what I mean. I mean just what I mean. And it's okay because that's just something I had to learn about myself. That was just something that I had to learn that I was lacking, something that I was missing, that God exposed within myself, a wound that I needed to heal. I had daddy issues, and see, that's my kids. This is why I can't even be serious with y'all. Hold on. I did not learn, like, I gave way more of myself too soon. And it wasn't like an exchange. Like I was a pourer. I was a giver. Like, oh, here I can do this, I can do that. Like I am going to push you. I'm going to want you to have more. Oh, y'all here see that sun hitting? Yes. And that be the problem. We overgive, we overstay, we overexplain, we make excuses, and we overcompensate. And God has to put his foot down and let you know who your daddy is. He got to get you by yourself to teach you who you are in him. Not who you are in them, who you are in him. When God is in your life, your value does not decrease because of the things you lose. Because we know that God is a God of restoration. So that means what you lost, he can get that thing back to you sevenfold. That means a seven-figure by the name. And we be holding on to stuff, blocking our blessings. What did they say? If y'all be trying to remember all these little codes. Oh, forget it. So we have to look at the breaking as God's protection. Heartbreak, we got to look at it as redirection. And ultimately, it is about purpose. If you, I seen this message by T.D. Jakes, and he said, when the worst thing you can do is two people get married and then they discover who they are in the marriage. So now you have discovered who you are and you're going this way and that person is going that way. Because y'all purposes were never in alignment. So you married or got with somebody based on an attachment that wasn't supposed to be attached to you. You married an assignment. You married a season. And sometimes God is protecting you before you even get married. So you won't be dealing with this later. And like I told y'all before, God is a restorer. To the book. Job 2:25 says, I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten. So, your peace, your confidence, your finances, your heart, restoration. It is possible. He can do that. Your identity, your joy, your peace, he can do that. But first, you have to release. He's saying, give it to me. I need a blessing right now. Release, release. Y'all, I love to sing. So he is pruning you. He is using a lint roller to get all the little pieces off of you. Everything that done attached itself to you in this season. He is removing, taking the load off because you carrying somebody that you can't carry. They weigh too much. They weighing you down. You can't even soar like an eagle because you're carrying too much weight. Your plane is overloaded. So if you are experiencing heartbreak, do not ask God to bring that joker back. Be honest with him. Say, God, I just need you right now to heal this part of me, God, that thought that I needed him more than I needed you. Ooh, Lord, you see the pain that I'm going through. You got to get in that closet, girl. And if you don't feel like, write it out. Because I'm telling you what, when you go back and read back over that, you'll be like, I was a dummy. Not necessarily a dummy, but your testimony will be used to help another individual. That's why I'm on this podcast talking to you, because I'm talking to you about stuff I know and stuff I've been through. And if it's a testimony, it is not the end of your story, but the beginning of your freedom. God is just preparing to launch you. He got to pull you back to spring you forward. So you can go higher because you don't have all them burdens that you was carrying with that person. And I don't want to just say men, women too. He wants it all today. He wants it all today. My daughter about to make me just... Again, that's the end. If you like the gems that are being dropped on this podcast, please like, share, subscribe, tell somebody else. Again, I love y'all. I'm here for y'all. That's what this space is created for. I just thank God for the opportunity to be able to talk to y'all, allowing him to use me as he so chooses. Until next time.